Uba Adelbert nong room MLA na North Shillong hakasngi basa ko dorbar mangtingka jongayeng dorbar tauan ke jala Meghalaya hakakat kandai tarik rumpang araja arpun riu habara yak resolution baka yeng kan yamir lor ke jing Donkam ban bha pisa ban penbiang yak Jaka Paka ringkat ke jing Donkam ban penlong ke jing yalang ki bahe ulakran sapang ke Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival araja arpun riu kabasau sngi kabala penlong hamadan ding jabini boy rembang kabala kring daki lak ngot ki briu tang na ke jala Henry wat na ki jela ba marjan. Ketika festival kedai kabala penlong na du ka arpo nyo tarik ukula lengkot arajar pun rio hadu kalai po tarik ukula lengkot arajar pun rio ya kaba uba Adelbert ulaong baka wanra kadak jingkerman hapadang ki jing ki babun ki bakum ke jela ka tingko haki babun ki liang. Uba Adelbert ulaong ba Donkam ke Jaka ka Paka haba penlong yakum kini ki healing festival ki bahe na lor ki wei pat ki kam.
I would like to express and also to impress. Not just to express, but to impress the House in regards with this very genuine subject which I'm going to deliver. Mr. Speaker, sir, with due reverence, I want it to be made known in this August House that at the start of this year, the state of Meghalaya got to witness the largest ever gathering of people at a single event. The location was an open field at Boirembong in Riboy district, and the event was held for 4 consecutive days. No, it was not cherry blossom festival. It was not a music concert of any world famous artist or band. But the crowd turnout at this event was way larger than any entertainment festival or music concert ever organized in the state. 20,000 people came on the first day, 50,000 turned out on the second day. The number doubled to 1 lakh people attending on the third day. And on the fourth and final day, the count was 1,80,000 people who gathered at the event. These numbers, yes, they sound unbelievable. And one needs only to look up images of the event online to be convinced. No government department or agency, no even management company, no political party, not even any church organization has ever before managed to organize an event that attracted the scale of audience. Mr. Speaker, sir, it was an independently organized event led by a group of 3 friends, a gospel musician and local entrepreneur named Willie, a chef called Atom, and a father devoted to more than 100 foster care children known as Pastor Cross. Just these 3 friends, but God willing, they managed to rally volunteers and partners who helped put together an incredible event to remember. The name of the event was Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival. And Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Chairman, sir, why I am citing this event in this August House is because at the time when there is so much wrong, so much failure, so much hopelessness, when we look around a state, this event gathering is saying something else. Mr. Chairman, sir, we look around and we see that our beloved state is in the news for all the wrong reason. Our state is on national news for failure in governance and law and order. Although our state is projecting stories of success of government schemes and policies. Yet, on national statistics, our state is still prominent for its poor performance in education, in health, in infrastructure, and in employment. The despair is not just with government. There is despair in our society in general. And amidst all this wrong and this failure, there is an overall sense of hopelessness and of desperation in people of the state, especially young people. So at the start of this year, Mr. Chairman, sir, when people, young and old, from across the state and from even outside the state, gather in the largest number at Bhoirambong in Ribhoi district for the Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival. It was indeed a significant event, even in the state, that speak of hope and change. Mr. Chairman, sir, the question that honorable members of this House might probably be thinking is, what relevance does such an event gathering have to merit discussion in this August House? Well, this is, after all, the House of Representative of the people. And as I mentioned earlier at the start, 20,000 people came on the first day, 50,000 on the second day, 1 lakh people on the third day, and on the fourth day, 1,80,000 people. Unimaginable. All these people who came were not from my constituency alone, not just from 17 North Shillong constituency, no, but from almost every other assembly constituency in the Khasi Hills, the Jaintia Hills, and even the Garo Hills. More than 90% of the people attending the event were young people. And very importantly, all of them are voters who are eligible to make a decision for hope and for change in the next assembly election that is only just 2 more years away. Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm sure not everyone would like to hear what I just remarked. So I quickly shift to a few questions which should certainly be of concern to this August House of the Representative of the people. When so many people came to Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival, how did they reach the venue? Through all the highway traffic. Where did they park their vehicles? Two-wheelers and buses. How far did the old and the infirm have to walk from their vehicles to reach the venue? Since it was a healing festival, was there suitable amenities for the sick and the infirm? Did it have a dedicated area for children? Were there adequate toilets? How was drinking water provided? All these questions beg the attention of this August House. Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm aware that this is the state legislature where we make law, where we frame policies, and where we allocate funds in the budget. And we do all this for the people. We don't ever forget it. We don't ever forget that. The people of Meghalaya, in large numbers, love football, love sports. So the government builds for the people playgrounds and stadiums, outdoor, indoor, synthetic turf. The people of Meghalaya in also large numbers love music. So the government builds for the people auditoriums, hosts regular concert and funds, annual festival. The people of Meghalaya in even larger numbers, cutting across church denominations, love to congregate together simply in pursuit of one redeeming faith. Yet the government has not in all these years have the wisdom to provide the people a permanent congregation venue with suitable infrastructure and modern day amenities. Of course, we see development of roads, water connection and electricity suddenly coming to rural villages which happen to get the opportunity to host big church gathering like presbytery, synod and assembly, etc. In fact, we must acknowledge that such church gathering in the Khasi and Jaintia Hills are really God sent for infrastructure development to come to that area. But what has not happened is for the state government to spend on building venue infrastructure for large church gathering at one permanent venue. That has not happened so far. Mr. Chairman, sir, perhaps many question why government should spend on infrastructure for people congregating at religious event. Well, it is not a new thing. We look around the country. Governments in other states spend big on religious sites, on developing infrastructure for the gathering of devotees, for religious tourism. We see it happening in North India, in South India, and in other parts of India. We see it happening even in other states of the Northeast. So it is not going to be an isolated case if government spends similarly in the state of Meghalaya. As it is, government already spends lavishly on lighting up Kendailat and decorating its street year after year for the festive gathering of people around Christmas time. Yet Kendailat will not be enough as a venue for a gathering of spirited people like the numbers seen at Bhoirambong at the start of this year. There is the option of Lariti Auditorium at Maudiangdiang in New Shillong. Yes, that is a fine example of good venue infrastructure. One that is definitely better than all the sports ground at Polo. But again, the huge numbers like the one attending the Meghalaya revivals and healing festival will not be fully accommodated at Lariti. It certainly has to be a larger area with more open space, multiple road access and plenty of parking. Mr. Chairman, sir. So, it is up to the government to consider the suitable location because time is short. People want the Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival to be held again around the same time next year, and they are expecting it to be bigger than the first time. It is very possible the crowd will double or more. The government, meanwhile, has yet to put things in place. But I suppose it won't be difficult for the government to come out with venue, infrastructure, as it is already in full swing, preparing for the hosting of national games in 2027. Now we know that the plan to host the national games in Meghalaya has been getting postponed for the last 5 years. And if there are no more delays, then venue infrastructure will be ready by early next year. The state of Meghalaya has won many belts. It has called itself the rock capital of India. It has made itself known as a football powerhouse from the northeast. It has promoted itself as high-end tourism destination. How about attempting something far a lot simpler? Just as a state that provides spirited people, young and old, a suitable space to congregate comfortably in the greatest numbers for spiritual events that is a testament to their holy faith. Every year, the government allocates funds in the state budgets in various sectors, all intended to bring about a positive change towards the well-being of the people of the state. Therefore, I feel that allocating adequate fund for developing venue infrastructure with modern-day amenities is going to be very much in line with the positive intention of the government. And I do believe that government will surely not disappoint the lakhs of people across the state who were touched by the Meghalaya Revival and Healing Festival this year. I almost come to conclusion, Mr. Chairman, sir. In this August House, we as legislator usually are accustomed to deliberating on matters relating to material and monetary needs of our constituency, rights of the people we represent. Today, Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to move away from the usual subject and speak about something relating to the spiritual needs of the people, not just for the body and mind, but for the soul too. With these very few words, Mr. Chairman, sir, I conclude my submission and hope that honorable members of this August House will gracefully show support to my resolution, which is this House do resolve to allocate adequate fund in the state budget towards developing much required venue infrastructure with modern-day amenities at a suitable location in proximity to Shillong city for the comfortable congregation of spirited people, young and old, at future event to be organized.
Uba renik dan ling dot Donkam MLA na mau kerwat haba persya ya ke resolution ulaong kemadan pulu gede ke Jaka ke babiang tam na kebenta ki program beper.
I rise to oppose this resolution, but I want to bring this resolution for the discussion positively, Chairman Sir. It is true that the church gathering is worrying about the place for a big gathering in the city, in Shillong city, and it has been continuing for quite many years. I have the opportunity, say 25-30 years ago, to attend one of the big gathering of the Presbyterian Church where the celebration of 150 years has been done at Golfling, in that Golfling ground. I remember also I had the opportunity to attend one of the church gathering of the Church of God, where the assembly has been hosted in the polo ground in that stadium, that big stadium. But later on, the government has changed and they have restricted not to allow in these two places to host big gathering of a church meeting. So it is the fact that now For any big gathering to host in Shillong City, it is a matter of concern that we don't have the place to host. So my discussion here in this resolution, I just want to throw the idea to the government, if possible, to relook into this decision to restrict church gathering in a big stadium that we may have. Now we have big stadium that is being constructed. The construction has started already in Maukhanu. And we have the existing stadium here in Polo Ground. In Shillong City, we do not have a better place, a bigger place than Polo Ground, where we have the big stadium over there. My point, I don't think the church gathering will cause to damage the property or to cause any inconvenience while having a church gathering in that playground. If football can be hosted, if concert can be hosted, I don't see that the church gathering will cause any problem if the government allow to be hosted in that crowd. Yes, I agree, the government may have terms and conditions that any committee, any body who will have the gathering over there, they have to ensure not to damage the property and ensure also the cleanliness after the gathering, after the function. So, Chairman Sir, I want to throw the idea to the present government to relook into the decision about the restricting of church gathering in these places that we have. Yes, I agree with the honorable member who moved this resolution that it is very, very important if the government can budget to build new infrastructure. But we know also the fact, it is not easy. Even the government can sanction the amount to build the infrastructure, but to get the place in Shillong City, it's next to impossible. To get a sufficient place, it's next to impossible. That's why I want to impress the government that if possible, to relook into this matter and if possible to reallow church gathering to be hosted at Polo Ground, where we have in the Shillong City, which is the biggest place, and conveniently having the parking space also.
Ubak senyau bahalang dahar usembut Menteri Rang Bak Kejela haba jubab uloong baka sorkar kan tau gilat kilenti ban pen urlang bat yamanta kadon ke Jaka ke bakat nyo ekar ha New Shillong Township ke balak ban pen Donkam. Hadian ke jingkular baka sorkar kan tau gilat kilenti ubak Adelbert ula weng no yakate ke resolution.
The Honourable MLA from 17 North Shillong constituency for bringing forward these resolutions to allocate advocate fund in the state budget towards developing much required venue infrastructure with modern days amenities at the suitable locations in proximity to Shillong City for comfortable congregations of spirited people, young and old, at future event to be organized. And also I would like to thank the honourable member from Mokorat Barrington. Sir, I wish to state clearly that the government fully endorses the spirits and intents of the resolutions. We share the visions that Shillong must have well-planned, modern and accessible public venue. It is our vision to shape Shillong into a culturally vibrant and inclusive capital city, where public spaces are not restricted to a few, but open and welcoming to all sections of society. Sir, the initiative innovations in the resolutions are not merely conceptual, and they are already being implemented on the ground as we speak. with significant progress visible across multiple locations in the city. A key example is the transformations of Watts Lake, which has been consciously opened up as a genuine public destination, and it is no longer simply a scenic viewpoint. It is steadily evolving into a lively civic space. Seasonal markets such as winter market, heritage market are being organized, offering livelihood opportunities to local entrepreneurs while adding vibrancy and activity for the visitor. Performances under the Meghalaya Grassroots Music Projects, MGMP, are now a regular feature, turning the lakefronts into an accessible leisure and cultural experiences for citizens. The pedestrian-friendly promenades at Watts Lake ensure that children, senior citizens, and sections of the society can access the space safely and comfortably. Today, this area have emerged as a welcoming area where young people gather, family spend time, small vendors and their livelihoods, and cultural expressions find a platform in this area, all within an inclusive and thoughtfully designed public environment. Sir, beyond Watts Lakes, multiple projects are underway across Shillong to expand open and public spaces, which has been stressed upon by the honourable member. The stretch along Wamukra River at Polo is being redeveloped as a Meghalaya first riverfront project, which is under full progress. And this will create a landscape open area, walking paths, activity zones, and safe gathering spaces for both young and old, boys and girls. Sir, at the heart of the city, even Barrick area is being redeveloped as an open public plaza. And this project aims both to decongest traffic and to create and organize civic spaces for public uses. Movements and communities interaction, and similarly, Kaphan Nonglight Park is being upgraded with better amenities. Improve accessibility, safer pedestrians, pathway, and improved crossings, and also ensuring that children, women, senior citizens, and young youth can move comfortably and safely in this area. And collectively, this project aims to bring public spaces into a purposeful use for recreations, gathering, performances, interaction, and civic life. Sir, this is a shift in urban thinking, and we are trying to move from the congested and fragmented areas to open, inclusive, and well-designed public space in such a manner. Sir, I would like to inform, which has been most stressed upon both the member, about the event fields. I am happy to inform the House. Presently, and the project is full swing as I speak, 17-acre permanent multi-purpose event ground is under development within the Knowledge City at New Shillong, which is near the stadium. 17-acre, which has been sanctioned at a budget of rupees 101 crore, and this is the main purpose which really stressed upon by the other members, which is a minimum capacity of 60,000-70,000 plus, and along with parking surround, which is a very, very wonderful event fields, which has been constructed as I speak now, in Mokhonu, just near this football stadium. And also will include structural parking, sanitation facilities, green room, food court, utilities, and safety infrastructure nearby, which has been a wonderful design in such manner as by the modern generations. So this approach ensures that large-scale events are hosted in a planned and congestion-free manner, while Shillong City itself becomes more livable and greenery. Yes, we know, to get such a big space within the city is not so easy. in terms of parkings, in terms of congestions, in terms of road traffic. So therefore, government has decided to have the big event fields in the Mokanu where the knowledge city was there. Therefore, sir, the objective of this resolution to allocate advocate funds for a modern venue infrastructure is already being actively addressed through ongoing and sanctioned projects both within Shillong and the new Shillong area township. The government remains fully committed to building inclusive, accessible, and future-ready public infrastructure for our spirited citizens, young and old alike. So in view of this substantial measure already undertaken by the Department of Urban Affairs, and also all these suggestions, the point addressed by the other members, is well noted by me. So with these few clarifications, as I speak, the purpose is full swing in all around this old city and the new city. So therefore, I request the honourable member to kindly withdraw this resolution to you, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to share my views before I take a decision whether to withdraw or not. Since we have heard an honourable member from Mokorwat, from Mokorwat, he did mention about Shillong City, even Honourable Minister in his reply. But my specific intention, requesting the government to kindly relook to, to other places which are away from Shillong. As you had mentioned just now, for the accommodation of 70,000, it will not be enough. As we have seen, we have witnessed the turnout of the believers, I may say, it was huge. Nearly 2 lakhs. So just imagine, maybe the coming years, in this very same event, maybe it will be unimaginable. So may I get your clarity on this?
Mr. Chairman, sir, the suggestion and advice by the Honourable Member is very valid. And yes, I have mentioned the 17 acre of event fields and nearby is a lot of space. We will explore the possibilities. We know it's necessary for the big event. Surely we will be trying to accommodate from the government side.
No, another one point, Mr. Chairman, sir, I would like to seek clarification from Honourable Minister. Now, since we have seen, the need, the requirement of that recent event, we have acknowledged it was really difficult for those who are attending the events. If we talk about the parking space, the amenities which are required for that event. So it will be very, very difficult with this very present which you have offered in this August house, that 17 acres. I don't know whether it will be possible accommodate or not. So, may I get more?
Mr. Samasa, 17 acres is just the event fields. There is plenty of place nearby because in the knowledge there are 807 acre of land and the parking is separate, not including the 17 acre. And the road is very wide, it's a 4-lane road. So we'll explore this policy. We'll make sure that even big event fields, so is it possible to hold in this event field?
Okay. Since if that is the case, simply I will not just withdraw, but I'll maybe as a mover of this very subject, we would like to see the light of the day. So anyway, I have that hope, which I have already expressed in this August house, as I have already expressed, even I have expressed that through these events, we could see the light of the day, we could see the hope in our state, in the situation of frustrated, in a situation of exhausted, which we have seen, especially our beloved youth. So anyway, I hope that your assurances will gather the need of this event in future. Thank you. I will withdraw this motion or resolution. Thank you.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam kta ika dur jingki marbam ka jingma lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi panai kita kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka kia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya